This professional training is open for beginners and zero knowledge users, so no experience is required. Imagine you can upgrade your skills and career by mastering AutoCAD 3D latest techniques with only days of practice. With AutoCAD software, you can generate 2D plan drawings and 3D design fast and efficient. Convince your customers with better 2D and 3D visuals. Deliver your project outcomes with pure satisfaction. So I'm Mizunen Osman with over 15 years experience of using AutoCAD, and I will be your trainer in this training tutorial. So don't y'all worry now, this AutoCAD tutorial course is very practical and easy to follow. Y'all must just focus more to the command window panel located at the bottom part of the software. So keep your spirit up, be positive y'all, keep on smiling, just stay with me, alright? Yeah. So basically in this professional training tutorial course, you will build a modern 3D blue rooftop bungalow house using AutoCAD 2015. So what are the things included in this course? An ebook, which we're going to refer to during this drawing process, this HD high definition video tutorial with audio, the AutoCAD DWG file which contains this blue rooftop bungalow house organized into its own respective layers. So you can definitely purchase and download this professional AutoCAD 3D house design training tutorial course at our official website www.iscad.com. The link of the official website is in the description below. So what's up? So let's get started. I'm just browsing through my ebook now. So you can see this ebook has a lot of chapters, so I try to keep it short and sweet in this ebook. So it does give you all the plan drawing of the 3D house. So now you can see the plan drawings along with the dimensions. You can see the step-by-step procedures of how to extrude a particular wall, how to understand the UCS command, the user coordinate system, like chapter 9, how to subtract the walls with respect to its own dimensions. Okay, so your people can see the dimensions of the window openings now, so you can actually refer to this ebook during when you're trying out this particular tutorial or of the inclination angle and also for the taper angle. So this ebook actually gives you step-by-step procedures on how to create the roof using the solid edit command. Okay, this part is the octagon roof, okay, along with the dimensions and the parameters. Okay, this is a snapshot of the step and other elements of its dimensions like the window frame, the window glass, and everything. So you can just browse through this ebook and you can just refer to its dimension. Easier for you to draw actually, rather than seeing the video again and again, rewind it, you know, and forward it, and you have to pause it. So at least when you download this ebook, it gives you the information that you need. So this is a snapshot images which I rendered using 3D Studio Max V-Ray. So when you download this, you will get the AutoCAD PDF file, the AutoCAD DWG file, alright, along with the images rendered. Okay, so you can definitely purchase and download this professional AutoCAD 3D house design training tutorial course at our official website www.iscad.com. So as I said earlier, the link of the website is in the description below. So it is www.iscad.com. Alright, so you can go to the website and just purchase and download this particular, the whole training course, okay, with the ebook and the video tutorial in high definition format, I might add. So it's easy for you to learn and to browse through, to analyze it. So this particular exercise is open. It's open for beginners, to people who have not used this AutoCAD before, okay, with zero knowledge and everything. So let's get started in building this 3D house. So first you got to specify your units, so you just type in units and choose millimeter as your units. That is your first step. Second, you have to specify your limits, your drawing area. Okay, type 0,0 and type 20,000, 20,000 as your maximum point. Then you just type Z enter and A enter to zoom everything, to zoom all. So I'm just going to draw a line. Just type L enter or click line. Polar track the line and enter the measurement according to the plan drawing, referring to the ebook. So I'm drawing it now. So this line is 5,000. Alright. This line going to the left is also 5,000. Actually, I'm drawing for the porch area for this 3D house. Going to the left, polar track it to the left and type in 6,000 as its length. Object snap track this line and object snap track the other line, the other point, and complete the plan. Okay, enclosing the loop. So now I'm going to digital trace this particular line using boundary command. So the reason that I'm using boundary command is because I want to convert every line that I've drawn into polyline. Okay, and after that I have to generate its surface, but I will copy this particular bounded polyline first to the left because I want to create the roof first, and I will perform region command on this particular polyline to generate its surface. Okay, I'm going to change my view to SE isometric view. Right, I'm going to extrude it now with the extrude command. I will enter, type T enter and type 50 degree as my taper angle, type 3000 as my extrusion height. So when I go to visual style conceptual, I can see that my roof is pretty okay, but there are some portion is not extruded to the maximum inclination angle, right? So I will undo this first, and I'm gonna offset it to 1000 in drawing the rooftop. Offset the particular boundary of polyline 1000. I can't actually perform that in this particular polyline, so I'm just going to switch to top view first. Okay, and offset it again. So I'm gonna use the left plan and offset it in creating my wall. Going back to SE isometric view, I'm gonna region it now and extrude it and type T enter for taper angle. Type 50 degree is my angle taper and 3000 is my extrusion height. Okay, as you can see that there are faces that is not going to the maximum inclination angle. Alright, so I have to solid edit this particular rooftop by using solid edit command. Type F enter for face, type M enter for move, select a particular face, select one base point and a displacement point to extrude it, to extrude that face to the maximum inclination height. Okay, so it didn't work, so I will try it again. Okay, sometimes you got to choose another point, alright, as your base point in order for this particular face to be successfully extruded. Remember that this rooftop has an angle taper of 50 degree. Just because that this rooftop inclination angle is 40, is the calculation is 90 minus 40 if you want to get the value for your taper angle. So I will enter 50. Just now I've entered 50 degree as my taper angle, is only because the roof inclination angle is 40 degree, right? So if you know the roof inclination angle, you just take 90 degree and minus that particular value, you will get your angle taper, and your angle taper is the value you should enter in during solid edit command. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna try to offset this polyline, the boundary polyline, in creating my wall structure. So I offset it to 200 mm and change it to SW isometric view. Okay, I'm trying to extrude this using the press pull command, right? In the latest AutoCAD software, they have this wonderful press pull command which you can just extrude easy, right, with simplicity. So I'm gonna type 4000 as my height. I'm gonna change back my visual style to conceptual to see the shaded view of the wall. Alright, so I've got my wall already extruded 4 meter in height. So I'm gonna change back my visual style to 2D wireframe, go back to top view. So everything looks okay. I got my roof ready with my wall structure. So leaving what I have to do right now is just to move the rooftop to its proper location, right? So I've click move, select the rooftop, enter, press enter, and click on the base point and click on the displacement point like that, and go back to conceptual to see the shaded view, see whether everything is okay or not. So I'm 3D orbiting my 3D house by holding on my shift key and my mouse scroll, and drag it. So you can actually automatically 3D orbit your view by holding on your shift key from your keyboard and by dragging your scroll key from your mouse. Alright, and you can just automatically 3D orbit your view, okay, without clicking on the view cube. Alright, without using view cube. So I'm going to slice this part using slice command. Just type SL enter, okay, and slice this portion because I want to delete that particular wall for my porch area, of course. So I've sliced it using slice command. You can just type SL enter to do that, and click on the axis. Click on 2 points to define the axis of your slicing points. Right, so I've sliced and deleted that, and I'm gonna click on layer properties here to transfer my rooftop to its own layer. Alright, so I can shut it off for a while doing other elements of my 3D house. So I'm just gonna create a new layer. I'm gonna name that new layer Roof A and color the layer blue color. Click OK. Click close. Select the rooftop and open up my layer, select it and transfer it to Roof A, and click on the bulb. Click on the bulb on the layer properties to make it invisible for a while. So it's there, it's just that I just made that invisible. Alright, but it's still there. Alright, so now I have to add in, okay, a particular wall to join the wall that I've sliced just now. So I'm gonna go to top view. Alright, I'm gonna click rectangle to define the area of the wall, which is I'm just gonna add in a new portion of the wall due to I've sliced that particular portion just now. So I'm gonna region it. Alright, I'm gonna change my view to SW isometric view, to my perspective view, and type EXT enter to extrude it, and enter 4000 as my extrusion height. Alright, then I change back my visual style to conceptual. Okay, now I will join these walls by using union command. You can just type UNI enter, press enter, and just select whatever objects that you want to union. Alright, so I just type UNI, enter, select the objects so that all the objects are united. Alright, so the objects, the walls are now united, union in becoming one. Alright, okay, so I'll just make the rooftop layer visible again. Okay, slightly orbit it to see whether everything is okay or not. So everything is perfect, everything is okay. I shut the roof A again, shut it off again. Okay, just change back to top view, click SW isometric view, and change my visual style to 2D wireframe. So I will type box. Okay, I'm trying to create the window openings for my wall. So I just type box and select the box, right click properties, key in the length 3000 as in the depth of that box 1000, and the height is 1005. Okay, those are the properties of that box. So I'm going to copy several boxes. So I just mark reference line here, 200 mm, type CO, enter to copy this, copy it to the other side. Okay, I need another reference line which is 1400 mm in measurement. So I'll just click line or type L, enter, pull attractive, type 1400. Okay, type CO, enter for copy. Select both boxes, click one base point, click one point for your displacement. Okay, mark reference line as much as 2100 mm in its height. So if you want to locate a particular window, it must be aligned to 2100 mm in height. Okay, go to conceptual visual style and subtract this. AutoCAD 2D floor plan layout for beginners. So let's get started now with our AutoCAD 2D basic floor plan for office design. So first up, before you draw, you gotta make sure your grid is off, your polar track is on, your object snap is on, and your object snap track is on. So this is your polar track. Okay, and this is your object snap track, and this is your object snap button. So all of this tree is basically on right now. So I'm gonna off it and on it again to show to you all where is the indication button, right? Okay, if you want to go to the setting, you just got to right click the object snap button and make sure all these 5 object snaps are activated, like your endpoint, your midpoint, your center, your intersection, and your extension are all on. So object snap settings is actually meant for object target. It is used during your drawing process. So make sure you are using your drafting and annotation setting if you are drawing AutoCAD 2D floor plan design. So we're going to change to workspace setting, drafting, and annotation. So as you can see right now, my interface has changed to drafting and annotation. Yeah, let's get started now. Without wasting any time, let's look upon to the floor plan. This is an office floor plan design, complete with dimensions and everything. Okay, so we're going to draw now. Let's type in units to define our units. So we're going to choose millimeters as our units. Click OK. So remember, if you want to change your units, you just have to type units in the command window panel at the bottom of this software. Click OK. Then the next step is you have to define your drawing area. So just type limits and 0,0 as your origin. So for your upper right corner point, you got to make sure the point that you input is larger than the object that you want to draw. So I'm just going to take 15,000 due to my total length of my walls is around 14,000. So then you just type Z enter, A enter. So I'm going to draw this 8,000 mm wall first, 8,600 mm wall. Okay, so I'm just going to click line. You can just click line, or you can type L enter, click one point, polar track it. During the polar track, you just type in 8,600 as in your measurement of the wall. So I'm going down. So going down, the wall that is going down right now is actually 8,000 mm in dimension. So I'm going to type 8,000 now. Alright, and press enter. So I'm going to object snap track this particular wall portion and press escape. Alright, press escape on your keyboard. So I'm looking back to the floor plan layout. Alright, and I'm gonna go to the offset command, click offset, and type in 200 mm as its distance. Click one line and click a point to define the side that you want to offset to. Okay, let's look on the floor plan again. So I'm trying to draw the 6,000 mm wall here. So I'm just gonna type L enter and click this point and polar track it. Type 6,000 and press enter. This portion I'm just gonna object snap track it. Alright, so I'm just looking back to the floor plan again. Alright, so get the measurements right, click line and close this particular internal wall by using line command. Alright, we've done that, and click offset to offset the line, or you can press O enter, type in the distance of the offset, which is 200 mm. Click this wall, click outside to define the side you want to offset to. Okay, click this wall, click the other side, click this wall, click to the other side, click this wall, click to the other side. Right, and I'm going to use fillet now to join all the unjoined lines. I'm going to use fillet. Click fillet and click this line, click the other line to join it. Alright, so I'm just going to use line command just to extend this to, in order to close that loop. Alright, click fillet again and join these two lines. Fillet with radius 0. Okay, click fillet without defining any settings of a radius, and just click both lines. So this particular portion I'm going to select and delete it. Alright, I'm going to select and delete those two reference lines there. I'm going to look back to the floor plan again. Alright, so I'm gonna draw the rest of the walls. So polar track it, type 3,000 as in the dimension of that wall. Alright, there's another wall with an angle formation given in this floor plan is 50 degree with its length 4,000. Using polar relative coordinate, right? So the angle that you the angle that you must enter in AutoCAD must start from 0 degree exists. So you just type at 4,000 angle is actually 360 minus 50 in getting the corresponding angle 310, right? So given the angle in the floor plan is 50 degree, but you got to minus out 360 minus 50, in getting 310 and enter that in your command as your polar relative coordinate. Alright, so just polar tracking, type 4000. Alright, you can see this line is going 4000 also, but with an angle formation 50 degree. So as I said earlier, AutoCAD only accept angle which starts from 0 degree axis. So in this case, I have to I have to add in 270 to 180 plus 50. All right, 180 plus 50, which is 230, right, is the corresponding angle which starts from 0 degree axis. So to actually enter the angle for your polar relative coordinate in this AutoCAD, so 180 plus 50 is 230. So I'm going to type that and press the rest of the line. I'm just going to join this to the other point and click offset. Click offset, type in 200 mm as its distance and offset this wall inside. Alright. Okay, as you can see, if you zoom this particular portion, this line is not going to the maximum. Alright, I'm typing EX and enter twice to extend this line. So type EX and press enter twice, double enter, and this portion I'm going to trim it. So I'm just going to type TR and double enter to trim this portion, the unwanted portion. Okay, you can trim anything by typing TR and enter twice on your keyboard and just click on any portions that you don't want. Alright, so I'm going to trim this portion also, that portion also. Okay, so we are ready now. We got our outer walls ready. Okay, now I'm just drawing this part for the reception, the backdrop wall for the reception. No, I think I'm gonna draw the door first. So the door is actually measured 900 mm as in its width. So I'm trying to draw the door right now using an arc. So I'm just gonna click, let me find the arc, click arc, and then type C enter to call the center option. Click one start point and the other end point. So I guess my arc goes wrongly, so I'm just gonna draw the correct arc corresponding to the arc shown in the floor plan layout. So I'm just gonna draw the 900 mm lines first and press A enter, type C enter, and click one start point and click to the other end point. So I'm just gonna mirror this by typing MI enter, MI enter for mirror. Okay, I'm gonna offset these two lines by 50 mm and close it. Alright, close it. Okay, I'm gonna close this portion. I'm gonna close that portion, and I'm gonna hatch. Alright, with using the solid pattern to hatch the door. Go to under predefined, click solid, click add pick points, and click inside the region that you want to hatch in. Okay. Alright, so we got our doors already set. So now we're going to move it to the midpoint of this wall. So wait until the object snap appears and click on it. So I'm just going to set the boundary of that door. Select those two lines first before trimming it out. Type TR and enter twice and trim out the unwanted portions. Right? So I'm just gonna mark one reference line here by 500 mm and just draw this line to create the executive's office. Alright, so offset this by 50 mm. So I'm using that line as my center line. So I'm gonna type O enter, type 100 and offset this line inside. So type TR and enter twice, trim the unwanted portions. Select the center line. I'll trim out this portion first, and then select the center line and delete it. Okay, press L, enter. Right, I'm just trying to draw another door here to actually set the door for the executive office. Okay, so I got the door ready already, so I'm gonna offset it to by 50 mm. Select that particular portion and offset it out. Close this portion, close that part. Okay, hatch it by using solid pattern. Hatch the door. Okay, I got that part already set. Okay, and I'm just drawing a reference line here by 200 mm. So I'm gonna move this. I'm gonna move this on that particular reference line. Alright, so I'm just creating the boundary for the door. Okay, so click line, draw that line properly straight. Select the overlap line, delete it, trim out these portions. Alright, so I have to delete the overlap line first before trimming it out. Okay, so now I'm drawing another door. Okay, type 900 mm as its length, offset it by 50 mm. Alright, close the particular portion. Close that particular portion. Okay, type H enter. H enter for hatch. To hatch that particular area. Alright, type A enter, type C enter. To draw an arc to represent it as a door. Mark reference line by 200 mm and move this towards to that point, on that reference line. So we actually have to set the boundary of the door first. Okay, and trim it out. Delete this one first. Make sure that the line goes straight using your polar tracking. Select the overlap line. Trim it out unwanted portions. Alright, so we got that ready. Alright. Okay, now I'm going to I'm gonna mirror what I've just drawn just now by using mirror command. Type MI enter and select one axis point and another axis point to define the mirror line. So I got the executive offices ready by using mirror command to actually mirror the part that I've drawn just now to the other side by using mirror command, and I can type MI enter to do that. So now I'm gonna draw the backdrop wall for the reception. Okay, for the reception. So using the dimensions stated on the floor plan layout. Alright, so I'm just gonna draw it first, then move it later to centralize it. So I'm just drawing my reference lines first by 1000 mm and move the backdrop wall there. So after that I can delete all the reference lines. Alright, I've created the backdrop wall. Now I'm gonna create okay, let's just look upon the floor plan. I'm creating for the reception table. Alright, I want to create that first. Okay, so I'm gonna draw a line here by 1000 mm. Alright, by 1000 mm, going down is 2500. Alright, and using object snap track to complete the other portion, offset it by 500 mm. Offset that line, offset this line, and offset the other line. Press escape and click fillet or fillet. Type in R, enter to call the radius option. Type in 500 and click both lines to fillet or the two lines to round up the corner edge. Right, so what does fillet do actually? It will round up the corner edge with a specific radius. All right, so I'm gonna fill it the corner point for this reception also, but with a different radius. All right, so I'm just gonna close this using a line first, and I'm gonna click fill it again, or I type F enter as my shortcut for fill it. Type R enter to call the radius option. Type 250 mm is my radius, and fill it these two lines for this internal corner edge. All right, so I got my reception table set already. Now I'm gonna move it and centralize it. Okay, all right, so we got our reception table moved to its proper location. All right, now what I'm going to do here is I want to copy it by clicking copy command. Click copy command, select these two doors, press enter, click one base point, and click another point for its displacement, for its destination. And then I'm gonna click line. I'm gonna bound this, border this particular door before I trim it out. Okay, so I will use a line to border this, or to bound this door out first before I trim the unwanted portions. All right, so, and then I'm gonna type TR, enter twice, and trim out the unwanted portions. So I got the reception door entrance ready. All right, so now we're going to see what's going on here, as in the ceiling fan, how to draw the ceiling fan. So the measurements for the ceiling fan is indicated in the floor plan layout. So I'm gonna draw one blade of that ceiling fan. So this one is let me look again for its dimension. So the measurement is 200 mm by 600, so 600 mm, and polar track it 200 mm. Use my object snap track to complete it. Mark one reference line there, and type E enter C enter to draw an arc at the top of that blade. Yeah, and I'm gonna draw a circle on that on the center of this ceiling fan. So I'm gonna try to draw a circle in the center of my ceiling fan. So define the center point first. Alright, type 1. Okay, that one goes wrongly, sorry. So click circle again, try to find its center point, type 144 as its radius. Okay, now I'm gonna find the polar array command. The polar array command. So click polar array, select the object that you want to array, press enter. Okay, and click one base point as the center of your array. Type I enter to define the number of items that you want to array. In this case, we're gonna try using 6 first, and then I enter again. I'm gonna type 3 because my ceiling fan has 3 blades actually. Okay, so we are set. We already draw the ceiling fan, and I'm gonna move it over here. I'm gonna move the ceiling fan over here. Alright, okay, alright, so I'm gonna hatch all the concrete walls. Okay, so hatch the internal wall. So I'm just gonna type T enter to enter the settings of my hatching. Click under swatch, click solid as my swatch pattern, click add pick point, and click inside the wall region. So click it and press enter. So I have hatched, right, for all my concrete walls. Alright, so I'm gonna hatch this backdrop wall also. Alright, so done.